You are.
Hello, Laura.
Hey, doll, how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. Alive.
Hey, it's
Good. Still living.
trying to
Still
get
here. Go for it. Go for it.
So everybody, tonight we have a guest on, but we're not going to be able to see his video because he is a professional CPO. We're going to be calling him Johan. But obviously he protects a Greek royal family, so we cannot show his face. But he's going to be talking to us. You'll hear him. But otherwise, Ruth, how was your week?
No, let's not talk week. Let's get straight into this. I am very nuanscierig about the video. So let's check it out.
So how are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. The first question we want to ask you is, what does situation awareness mean?
Situational awareness is knowing what is happening around you at all times, knowing what is in front of you, on the sides of you, behind you, who is there, what is happening, and make sure that you are aware of what is happening.
Yes, that's
So
very
that would
good.
basically be,
Sorry, Laura.
Sorry, Ruth. So that would basically be like if you're on your way home, making sure you're not followed, kind of thing.
Basically, yeah, it's the same principle, but this is now when you're walking or jogging or whatever.
All your environments. All the time. All the environments, all the time. Yes.
Yes, all the time, all the environments in your car, walking, jogging, gymming, you name it. You need to know what's happening around you.
Agree, 100%.
Because I suppose people they pick you up as a target anyway. I can just imagine. It's not only at certain places that they pick you up as a target, they can literally see you and follow you and check you out and follow you for a while.
It's when you get, it's when you get too comfortable to your surroundings.
Yes. Once you get too comfortable with your surroundings, it's like a horse with eye flaps on. You don't see what's happening around you. You just see what's in front of you. And that is most of the time, 99% of the time, when people gets followed from the bank after withdrawing money. People get hijacked, people get mugged on the phones or their cards or whatever, even the card scamming at the ATMs. That is because the people is not aware of what's happening around them.
Yeah.
So now tell me, is there a course that ordinary people can do to get this to become more aware of your surroundings?
Yeah, there's several courses that you can do, but it's all basically just a mental adjustment. The easiest way of getting aware of your surroundings is to just look around. I'm not talking about walking around in a mall and you looking around so much that you don't see what's happening in front of you and you walk into doors or pillars or something, but by just simply while walking, especially in malls, most of the shop fronts is windows, and you can easily see what's happening behind you without anybody noticing that you're actually looking behind you.
Yes, no, for sure.
Where would you say people are most picked up or targeted?
Well, most of the time it's going from the car to the shops, from the shops back to the car, from the banks, from ATMs. My line of work, you have high-profile people that I'm dealing with, and it's easy to pick up who is a high-profile person by the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they act, and that's why if it wasn't for criminals, I wouldn't have had a job.
that's also true.
Well, I kind of want you to not be, but be employed. It's kind of a catch-22 there, Laura. I don't want innocent people to get hurt. I don't want people to just be taken advantage of, and that's what irritates me about crime. Is that okay? Fine, you want my money? Here, there's some money. You want the bread? Maybe, but when I'm vulnerable and scared, and you threaten my children, and we've all had these experiences. Just respect life, and I think that is key. So sorry, Johan, carry on. Sorry, Laura. I guess that's what makes me the modern. But carry on. We all need to be aware.
But, yes, definitely. And I think a lot of people aren't. I think people get very complacent. As Johan was saying, as people become very comfortable with their surroundings and they don't realize. So, Johan, how would you profile somebody that's following you? I suppose it's not always people that look like beggars or people who are dressed very well. Like what would you be? What would you look at?
What's the profile? What's the profile?
First of all, you need to know body language. You need to know how to read body language. There's several books that you can pick up to study what body language is all about. Someone that is following you will be nervous. They will constantly look around. They will, like we like to say when we go on operations, keep your head on a swivel. Now, with someone following you, they will be much more aware of what's happening around them as well as what is happening around you than what you notice. They will look back constantly. They will look up in the sky. They will never make eye contact. There's several times that we picked up suspicious people while escorting the principal, and by just they well dressed, you will never suspect any one of them. They're not going to look like the guy coming from the street, because that is too obvious. They will be,
or the guy coming from the construction site, or someone in workman's clothing. Exactly. It will be someone who's dressed, I think, the way we'd be expected to dress, with money or maybe with status, and that's key.
That is 90% of your criminals dress that way these days. But you do get the ones that has a nice jean on, nice shoes, nice leather jacket, or something like that. Like your typical middle class. Someone that you would never expect. And another thing that they usually do is, especially when they're carrying weapons, they will constantly be feeling where it is, either on your appendix carry, on the side, at the back, or wherever. You will see that they touching there constantly.
They're forgetting that they're actually watching you, and that's what you've got to see. I had a guy. Sorry, Laura. 1 second.
Oh, go for it.
You get to talk to him all the time. I had a guy walk straight up to me the other day at the massive shopping center I was at the other day, and I know what to do. Kyk, luister, ek het bietjie straat sensor. I've got a bit of street smarts, and I just kept looking at him straight in the face, and I think had I not been doing that, he would have tried to surprise me and run for it. But because I was watching him, my father always taught me, you want to hide something, hide it in plain sight. You want to see someone coming at you, show them, I'm looking at you. I'm watching what you're doing. And if you've been followed, I stop. I suddenly do something that they're not expecting to do. And they like sort of, yeah. Okay, carry on, Jan.
What we pick up that works very well is once you pick up that you're being followed, you let them know that you know they're there by staring at them. But then I don't talk about, come, let's have a cup of coffee stare. I'm talking about, listen, if you try anything else, you're going to seriously get hurt around here. That kind of stare. They know that you are aware of them, and they must basically feel the aggression in your stare. For us in the profession, that works very well for deterring anyone that's thinking about coming close to our principles.
Yes. Yes.
So now, tell me, Jan, how do you feel about ordinary citizens or civilians carrying firearms?
Every single citizen in this country is supposed to carry a firearm or some sort of weapon and be trained, professionally trained and proficient in whatever weapon they're carrying. It is extremely important for every single person that are of legal age to have a firearm, in my opinion.
Okay. And you proficient being the word there, I think, lady. We were talking on germ about EQ and IQ, the comments from last night, and IQ in that instance is very important.
Yeah. No,
Hi,
I agree
Laura.
with you. So to me, it's pointless having a firearm and it sits in your safe all the time. I mean, if you're going to have a firearm, to me, you should, I don't know how
Laura,
you feel about this one.
Move towards me. Move towards me. Move closer. Not that. Okay, wait. Move.
Okay.
Hold on. We're delayed. Okay, the other.
Yeah,
With the side of your parting. Move closer.
I'm trying to see on this.
See on the screen. There we go. There we go. Now you more see. I'm doing the same thing. It's our screen. It's our screen setting. Carry on. Sorry.
To me, if you own a firearm, it doesn't make sense the firearm sitting in a safe. You need to be going out and going to shooting ranges and getting more comfortable with your firearm and going on more courses and things like that to make you more comfortable with your firearm. I don't know how you feel about that, John.
Yeah, the main thing is, if you have a firearm, it's pointless. It's lying in the safe. Yes, the safe is there to keep it safe, but I would rather have a firearm and not need to use it than need one and don't have one. All right, I'm carrying a firearm every single day of my life. It doesn't matter where I go. Even when I go to church, I still have my firearm with me. That's me. You conceal carry. That's why it's called concealed carry. Nobody knows that you have one, but the day you're gonna need it, and you are proficient, trained, and
Afrikaans woord. Do know. Yes, dit so goed.
if you
Dis cool.
You need to be able to handle your firearm. It doesn't help you that you have one, but you do not know how to use it effectively.
Yeah.
That's why there's many training courses that ordinary civilians can go on. That doesn't gonna cost you arm and a leg to do that, but it's like anything else that you do. If you don't practice and get to spend time on the shooting range, it's not gonna help you.
Okay. I've actually lined up a video. Sorry, Jan, carry on.
A marathon athlete doesn't win any races if he doesn't get to the track and he practice. That's the same with firearms. You need to spend time on the range. You need to put rounds down range and be comfortable with your firearm. Know what the recoil is about, know how to control the recoil, know how to even use your weak hand in the event that you might be I'm
Very
right-handed.
injured.
For instance, I get stabbed or injured in my right hand. I am proficient enough with my left hand, my weak
Wow.
hand, that I will still be able to protect my principal.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure
Cool.
you carry more firepower than just a firearm, right? Or you're not allowed to say.
Yeah, I'm carrying several firearms and several knives as well. The training that we go through, is not just firearm. It's hand-to-hand combat. It's disarming someone with either a firearm, a panga, knife, or whatever, and then of course the knife combat as well. And it's not with a 3-hour knife combat course, you will be able to skin a person in 5 seconds.
Oh, that sounds
without without injuring anybody else. But you will be able to put him down with a 3-hour hand-to-hand combat course. You will be able to put down any assailant. Doesn't matter how big or how small he is, or how well trained he is. You will be able to put him down in 1 second.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So
Now, I want to ask you other questions about defending yourself and all that sort of thing. But I think while we're on the subject of firearms, Johan, I have set up a video quickly because I know that there's this whole talk around the government trying to disarm the citizens and ban firearms and all of that sort of thing. So I just want to show this video to everybody. I did post the link in the description for everyone, so if they want to go and see it on their own, they can do so. So TG Guy, if you don't mind showing us the video, this video basically, it shows us that banning firearms doesn't make a difference. So can you show it for me, TJ? TG, sorry.
yes, we'll put it on. I'm sure he'll get to it now.
So yeah, everybody can see now that that it doesn't matter if you unban firearms. It's not going to stop crime. It's not going to stop crime from happening. It's not going to save you. I don't know, Johan. What is your view on the video?
Well, that exactly shows what people think, that disarming citizens will curb crime or murder. If you disarm the law-abiding citizens, the criminals is not going to hand in any firearms. First of all, those firearms are either stolen or illegal or not licensed, and that's not going to stop any criminal. It will gun-free zones or disarming society is only applicable to law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, no, I agree. So, I mean, as I say, it's not going to help banning firearms. It's not going to. So basically, if they decide to ban firearms, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to fix the country. Let's put it that way. Correct?
Yes. Like I see on the comments, chat Blignote says firearms don't kill people, people do. And that is unfortunately the human nature. Is There's a part bad in all of us. But once you have the skills and the know-how and the self-control and let's call it experience, the trust in your own ability, then you will be able to handle almost any situation that life throws at you.
Yes.
But I think it's just as bad having a citizen that has a firearm and is not properly trained in the firearm as well, because then that can be just as dangerous, right?
Yes, that is probably the most dangerous person there is someone with a firearm that doesn't know exactly how it works. That is where your so-called accidental discharge comes from. Every firearm is loaded unless you are 100% sure that it's not loaded.
Okay.
So basically treat every firearm as if it is loaded. The most important safety on any firearm is your little trigger finger.
Okay. Ruth, do you have a question?
No, I think Johan makes perfect sense. I think the video was really good. Where was that video from, by the way?
It was on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook. Just thought it's so relevant.
Well, we shared the
comments.
Yes, Laura, go to the comments.
I just want to mention people who are here. Sure, there's quite a few tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us. Please don't forget to smash the like button and show us how much you enjoyed the stream. As well as don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to ensure that you get notified of our future streams. Hi, Gentle Incredible, Chantal, hello, Chad, how's it, Peter, how's it, Sunny's
Ashley, we got a new... Say again, Law?
No, I was saying Sunny SZA. I haven't seen them here before, so I was just saying
welcome. Yes, and Ashley, Sunny SA, Ashley, couple of new oaks filling in. Cool, man. Lucky to have you. Lucky to have you.
That's Joel here as well.
Nice.
Common Sense TV. And Germ is also here. I don't know if
he's probably getting ready for his we must all go over to the dark side.
No, we got to finish before Germ streams start. We're all gonna go watch him on the stream.
We will go over to the dark side. It's Saturday night, guys. Woo! Boom 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 boom.
Chat says one of the Ruth, I'm talking. One of the common mistakes most people make when they hear a noise outside, they tend to turn on the lights. This is a mistake. Lights must stay off. Johan?
Yes, lights must stay off. If you have outside lights, you can switch on your outside lights, but not your inside lights. It's much easier to see from dark into light than what it is to see from light into dark. Once your outside lights is on, um, whoever is outside will not be able to see as easily inside your house what's happening or where you are. But you will be able to see clearly what is happening outside. And never go outside. They open up taps and the tap is running outside and you go and check it, why the tap is running, and then they attack you from that position.
Boy, I hate a running tap.
Chad, he says, I'm sorry, but I don't agree. People that are mentally sound and proficient, some people should not carry firearms.
Me.
So say that again.
Chad says, I'm sorry, but I don't agree. People that are mentally sound and proficient, some people should not carry firearms.
Yes, some people should not carry firearms. That's why you go for your proficiency testing. And although that is not 100% cure for people that is not sound of mind to get hold of firearms, there are certain laws that should be in place so that your background checks or your mental health could be checked to make sure that you're sound to own a firearm. Firearm ownership is an extreme, huge responsibility.
And then Ashley says, I've never touched a firearm, but maybe it's time. As a total noob, where would one start even? What sort of shop sells them? What would I ask for and what do they cost?
Firearms can be very expensive. Anything from second-hand firearm that you can pick up for 500 Rand to real expensive firearms, you're looking at the range of 800,000 Rand. But
Holy cow.
your
Yeah, obviously.
the easiest
the
way
thing
will
with
be
Silla?
to go to a no, I'm talking
No,
now
but just the
about
thing
a
with
50 cal, which is
yes.
my
Find one of those.
I'm talking I'm talking about a 50
Let's
cal
go.
sniper rifle that you can take someone out on 3 kilometers.
So Johan, what would be the process? What would the process be in applying to get a firearm? What would you need to do first?
First of all, you go to a gun shop, any gun shop, preferably one that does have a shooting range or indoor shooting range close by or on the same premises, and speak to any one of the consultants there. They generally very well knowledge with the firearms, and touch it, feel it, handle it, see what fits in your hand. It doesn't help you have small. You try to handle a 44 Magnum or something like that.
Like
For
I did the other
ladies,
day. Like I did the other day.
yeah,
You,
yes, exactly.
yeah.
For ladies, I would not. Well, that's my personal opinion. I would not recommend anything that is less than a 9mm, and I also would not recommend a revolver. Yes, revolvers do have the advantages. Generally, your trigger pull on a revolver is much higher than what on a pistol.
It's what our fathers used. I remember my dad's. Was it an 8 caliber? Could a 6? I don't know. Revolver. Ek onthou dit toe ek hier asemhaal. I remember it as I live and breathe, Laura. I remember my dad had a revolver that was. Anyway, Johan, gaan maar aan. Skus, you know me.
And then once you have chosen the firearm that you like, because it's not just okay, I'm gonna go buy a firearm now. You need to be comfortable with it. Some of the shooting ranges and gun shops with indoor shooting ranges has the facility for you to test fire the firearms on a range so you can feel what it feels like. They have qualified range officers and they can assist you and give you the necessary advice and show you what to do and what not to do. Once you have decided on what you want, and so sorry, say again.
Johan, we did watch Paratus.info. I think they're on Facebook and they have a YouTube channel. They're also educating people. And there's also a gun. I wrote it down in my bookie. Hey, Laura, you know this. You watched them.
Who? I didn't hear you.
Okay, hold on 1 second, hun. I wrote it down. I did. No, gun is, I mean, there are many groups. Hey, Johan, gun SA, Paratus.info.
There's extremely many groups that you can get information from. What you will have to do is you will have to go do your competency and law training at a accredited firearm training academy. For instance, in the Pretoria area, I know of Littleton Firearm Training Center, which is very good.
Okay.
They are very good. They are not too expensive. And from there, sorry, say again, Ruth.
Say the name again. The Littleton what? Just I need to write that down.
Littleton Firearm Training Academy.
Littleton Firearm Training Academy.
Okay. They are in Jean Avenue in Littleton Centurion.
Okay, cool.
But in Pretoria, there's places like Die Skietbaan, which is also well knowledgeable. It's a gun shop with a on-site indoor gun range where you can test fire weapons, anything from a 7.65 to a 308 rifle. You can test fire and see. You can even go there and you can test fire AK-47 if you like.
Wow. Okay.
And you get a written test and then you have a firing test.
Yes, you have your theoretical test on firearm use and safety, as well as your theoretical test on the firearm law, and then you have your practical shooting test, which is really easy. You just need to get 10 shots on a A4 page. It's not difficult. The test is also not difficult. You take it, you study it, it's very important that the law aspect, that the people know what is happening in the firearm law.
Okay. I think, Laura, you there, love?
Yeah, it froze for a second there. Sorry, I don't know what.
I think Johan should turn off his video if possible, maybe on our side, or else not. What? No. Okay, never mind. TG guys like no. Okay.
Jake asks, he says, please ask Johan about types of firearms and why some are recommended and others not. Maybe some information on ammunition as well. Can you hear me?
No, it's just checking the message on ammunition. Yes, Johan's there.
Yeah.
Is Johan there?
Hallo, ja.
Yes, ja. Skus man. Kyk, amper daar so aan die slaap. Nee, ek spraakkak. Yeah, the ammunition. The ammunition. Tell us about different types of ammunition. What's obviously more? You told me the other day. What's very common, easy to have?
All right. There's really a shitload of ammunition from your from your standard full metal jacket to dollar points to armor piercing to soft tip hunting ammunition.
Okay. For my weapon,
It,
but Axel will, for my weapon that, or Laura's weapon, for a weapon like Laura's, if when she gets, what weapon are you choosing, Laura? What weapon is your weapon of choice? No, in real life now, not your Desert Eagle like Marika. Marika, ek hoop jy is hier. Yeah, like
I would like to get the Smith and Wesson, the shield. It's actually it's a lovely firearm to hold. When you hold it, it fits just below the bottom of my hand, and when you're holding it, it's actually got extreme comfortability, and it's not extremely heavy. So what I would go for as a woman myself, and I'm not a very big woman, I'm not very muscular or whatever, but I feel quite comfortable and quite happy with the Smith and Wesson shield. For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must just tell you, I'm googling. I must just tell you, I'm googling on my little phone here. Smith and Wesson shield. I shit you not, it's spitting out recipes.
But are you typing Weston as in Weston? Because Weston is actually Wesson.
Now you tell me.
There's no T in it.
Like, that's how clueless I am about guns. That looks quite nifty, actually. But I think,
That's why, yeah, I hadn't, show it on the screen if you can.
Share link.
Okay, you got to go over that way.
Oh, yeah.
Over
there?
to your right. Yeah, there.
It's actually my
Yeah,
left.
that's the one that I'm looking at.
Is it center? Yeah. Is it center? TG?
No, over to your right. Over to your right.
Is it my right? Hold on, I'll try this.
Right. Your right. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I would like to get.
It looks nifty.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, we'll investigate. Yeah. But I first have to pass my
what does those numbers mean? Like 2.2 and the other digits you mentioned, Johan? That's your caliber, right?
Yes, you have different calibers. For instance, your 9mm is a 9mm. Correctly. I'm talking. You're putting me on the spot now.
Sorry. Sorry.
Of the bullet itself. 7.65 is the caliber of the bullet.
To stop you there quickly, I think Chad's got it correct. Chad says it's the diameter of the round that goes into the firearm. The numbers literally mean the diameter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. So 7.65 is 7.65 millimeters.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get my eardrum back and working again.
All right, because the dog barked in the.
And then it gets bigger in size.
Wait, why has everybody gone soft?
Who's gone soft?
I don't know. You guys sound softer than you did, Nana. Did you go? Hey?
So
how's our sound, people? Come closer to the. We need to put in earphones.
Basically, the reason why you say you need to go and get comfortable with the firearm first before you do your competency is because you need to do that shooting in your competency. Because if you haven't gone shooting and that, then it's pointless going to go apply for your competency, right?
Yes, yes and no. Remember, when you do your competency, you use whatever firearm is available um, at the testing facility. Um, they 90% of the time they use 9mm um, pistols.
Guns are
And
safe. Sorry.
yes, it is.
Okay, so when I text you, before I want to go off the subject of firearms, I wanted to show the video. So let's go off subject a little bit. So what would you recommend? Because now there was a whole story going around at one stage that woman going alone into a bathroom with a woman was actually kidnapped. She went into the bathroom alone, and then they put chloroform and they made her sleepy, and then they put her in a wheelchair and they literally kidnapped her. So as a woman going alone into the ladies' bathroom, what would you suggest, or what would you?
Again, it comes down to situational awareness. What is happening around you? If you go into the bathroom and there's people just standing around, like doing nothing, turn around and walk out and knyp 'n bietjie langer.
Okay. And then on your way home, if you think a car is following you?
If you think a car is following you, there's several of detecting or confirming whether they are following you. You can turn off into any street and see if they follow you. But never go straight home. If you suspect that someone is following you, drive straight to the closest police station or well lit like a garage or something, and
But is a garage honestly a
pull
good place?
into
Lots of cameras.
well, yeah,
Jan's sound's breaking up. Sorry, people. Sorry.
of the
I don't know this video.
and press on your hooter, you're going to attract attention to yourself, and whoever is following you will not dare go close to you.
Okay. All right. I had another question, but now I forgot. Because Peter asked a question. Yeah, he said, "What do you do when the body's gone cold?"
Ish, bury it, hopefully.
You call me, and we will take it to the crocodile farm.
Don't you wish? Cash says, Ruth, your son is fine, but Laura's extremely soft. Sorry.
Yeah, no, she was sitting a bit back there, I think. And I'm sitting on top of the camera. I always look back at the stream and I'm like, oh God, I'm like, on everybody.
I'll show everybody. I'll be in their faces, so I'm closer to the camera. So I'm closer
Gorgeous
to the
girl, clever girl. Whoop, whoop. Saturday night and I like to party.
Don't make me
Oh
blush
yeah.
now.
What?
Don't make me blush now. Guys, we don't have very much time left. Again, please don't forget to fire us a like. And don't forget to share our video. Share it far and wide with your friends and family.
On your WhatsApp status. Maybe not. I don't know.
Your status.
I do. That's if you're lucky upon to be on my address book. Oh. Pardon?
How do you put it on your status?
You just on WhatsApp. On which platform?
WhatsApp.
You just share it like you would everything, but you share it to your status.
Okay. Let's just ask Johan quickly. Johan, do you have any, before we start talking cock and going off, do you have any last minutes or last bit of advice that you would? Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to ask. I've heard of women carrying keys, their car keys, between their fingers and that sort of thing, to try and protect them. To protect them when they're walking through shops and in and out of their cars and things like that. Would you recommend that?
No, I would not recommend that. First of all, if you look at your keys, where they stick, where they touch your palm of your hand, if you have to hit someone and you hit something hard, that thing is gonna make you seriously now. You might deter that person, or what? Well, actually, you're just gonna anger him, because you're not gonna injure him if you don't know exactly what you're doing. You're not gonna injure him enough to stop him.
Even if you aim for
Again,
the jugular.
yeah, that only happens in movies. It's not that easy to hit someone in the jugular. It's not that easy to hit someone in the jugular or even in the throat if they are attacking you. First of all,
And your hardest part of your body. Sorry, Johan, if I know you're the expert, but I have to share that I know I've done a little bit of your hardest part. Obviously, as you know, Johan, Mr. D, and you confirmed this to me just the other day, is that your hardest part of your body is your elbow. As jy gaan iemand neek hulle met jou elleboog, your elbow. Kwa! Hit them hard. Someone gets close to you, turn your body, move it, and kwa! Hit them. Kwa! Kwa! Hoya! Watchaka! I'm telling you.
Jiu-jitsu roots. We're going to call you Jiu-jitsu roots from now.
Soek vir my. Kom. Laat jy kom. Sick of being scared. Sick of being afraid. No more. No more.
Okay, sorry, you have to carry on. So what would you recommend people do then? If
you need to be aware of what is happening around you in your surroundings. People that get overwhelmed or people that's getting mugged or hijacked, the first thing they say is, it happened so quickly, I didn't see anything. And that is because, yes, it does happen very quickly. But if you are aware of your surroundings, you will see that person coming. And that will give you that split second to react. Unfortunately, 9 out of 10 times they're not alone. But if you pick them up and you're stuck in traffic, you put that car in reverse, you hit the car in the back of you, you hit the car in front. You hit the car in front of, get the hell out of there.
Don't fucking freeze. We'll try not to freeze. I don't know. It's hectic.
But that is thing is people get panic.
It's all a mental game. You need to train yourself. You need to train yourself mentally to expect anything.
Yes.
Expect anything at any time.
Yes, thank you, Han. I've said this before. You need to plan. You need to have a scenario where you need to actually have it go through your mind, like, boop, boop. What happens if all of a sudden, and it shouldn't be at the verge of fear. You should consciously think of a scenario, and with your family have safe words. And I don't mean in the bedroom, duh. I mean like if say now something happens to me, I've got a guy who's holding a gun at me saying, take me here. I want to go to the bank. I want your card. I want your money. And I said, oh, I just put the phone down to my boyfriend. I have to message him. Boop. Voice note. Babe, jy het 'n code. You have a say code word. I'm going to the BP quickly. I'll be home in an hour. No, sure, but you need to tell them, listen.
No, but hold on. If you have a plan in your head, okay, like what you've got, and when that situation or that time comes along and you can't do that plan, all your hope and everything just disappears out of you, and you have no more fight left, because now you feel like, oh well, now my only option is gone.
No, well then think of
and
more.
That's the problem with certain plans. You have to make a plan that if that plan doesn't work, you've got another plan. You always have to have more than one plan.
Correct. And you know what? I don't know. God, look, I've been in a situation. I don't know if anyone would. Look, I don't want to miss germ. I'll be honest. So, Johan, buy a donkey.
Yeah, Yeah, shame,
Right?
guys. It's been very difficult for Johan because he is actually Afrikaans,
Engels,
and
Afrikaans.
because I don't understand Afrikaans, he's had to speak in English, and also for our viewers as well. So thank you for everybody for bearing with him as well a little
No,
bit.
it's
Thank you so much
fantastic. Now I'm
for
laughing
joining
at the
us.
comments. I'm laughing at the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Johan, bye, donkey, Laura. It will happen. It will happen. But thank you, Johan, and I think it's been very informative. And we'll do this again. We'll have more of our pushaka, and talk to people and listen to what was it? I've totally forgotten the name. Paratus info.
I just want to say quickly, Johan, Chad says, well done. You are super brave, brother, to go on YouTube and speak in your non-mother tongue. Well done.
Oh, well, we have to do what we have to do.
One more. Cool cat.
Shame, but thank you, Johan. Thank you for joining us. Maybe because we've had to cut short because of germ stream, maybe we can have you on again another day. I think the viewers would really, really appreciate that if you would be happy to accommodate us on another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, then you
don't be like that.
bro. Bye, bro. Very brave. Well done. Very 10 out of 10.
I'll have a chat with you ladies again. If Chad joins us next time.
Oh, Chad.
Ooh, Chad, got a challenge.
Agree.
You got a challenge.
I don't know if it's a challenge.
Because
it's a conversation.
Guys, everybody tell Chad to come on so we can talk about our rights. We want to do a stream on our rights. Chad is very intellectual.
Fun music. We need to who plays music, people? The right. What's that song, Laura? Come, I heard it. The right to party.
Yeah, the party. Really, I haven't had anything to drink, and you have.
Listen, back in the day, 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, I'd be walking out my front door going, yeah, and it's just too fucking cold now, else I'd be outside. I don't want to go anywhere nice and warm.
Hey, Chad said lol, okay.
Cool.
Yay, Chad, please. So there we go. We can have Johan and Chad on. Unfortunately, I think Chad will also not come on with camera, but we can have Chad. We only need your voice. We only need your intellect. We're gonna suck your mind.
Everyone catch germ warfare.
Useful information.
Everyone catch germ warfare. I'm going to go to the little girl's room and I'm gonna come back and sit down my ass here, get a drink, and watch germ. This is gonna be.
And as far as I know, and as far as we know, I think we're going on germ after his show with the Satanic Church.
Well, we'll see if we're invited.
Yeah.
We'll see how.
So everybody who hasn't watched Germ Warfare yet, just in your YouTube search Germ Warfare, as in JERM Warfare. He's going to be doing a very interesting discussion now with the Satanic Church. So we're going to be going now so that we can go and watch him. You cray.
I'm cray. These will be available in editions. Ruth's doodlings. When she's on her
live. Do you have any last words, Johan?
Stay safe, everyone, and make sure that you know what is happening around you.